Mga karag-karag, welcome back to my vlog. Isang magandang gabi sa inyong lahat mula dito sa Lebanon. At ito na nga ang mga latest pa issue ba. Gumala ko kanina mga karag-karag sa social media ba at boom! Na-target talaga. So pinag-uusapan ngayon ng mga beauty pageant lover ng Indonesia ang naging pasabog ngayon ng kanilang pambato na si Laksmi sa gown na ginamit nga nila sa isang fashion show yata yun. Yung paggaw na kung saan, nako, nilait talaga mga karag-karag. Kasi ang pangit naman kasi talaga ng gown na suot niya. Promise. Nakita ko nga yung performance niya doon sa parampa-rampa ba. Nahirapan talaga siyang maglakad sa gown na to. Iwan ko ba sa designer ng gown na to kasi para lang ewan ko kung ano yung inspirasyon niya sa gown na to. Ang pangit talaga mga karag-karag. Kaya na din ang mga beauty pageant lover ng mga Indonesian ba. At tapos yung picture na pinost doon talaga sa Putri Indonesia page na kung saan hindi wala naman daw ka-HD ba. So alam naman natin yung mga nila, 'di ba, lahi nila na talagang naghahanap ng kung pasabog-pasabog. Kasong sa taon na to parang ay nako, marunong din pa silang pumuna sa kandidata nila. Akala ko magaling lang silang mamuna sa sa pambato natin o sa mga ibang kandidata. At least ngayon napatunayan kong marunong talaga silang mamuna sa kanilang kandidata na hindi maganda yung naging pasabog ng pinakita nila sa araw na to. O diba? O ito pa. May isa pa. So, nag-message yung isa kong kakilala sa Instagram. Sabi, Kuragan, mayabang pala itong si itong pambato ng Indonesia kasi napanood din niya pala yung live ni Natalie Gligova. So sa totoo lang napanood ko siya at napanood ko talaga yung clip na yon na kung saan medyo nataas din yung kilay ko ba na parang overconfident siya na parang nagbubuhat siya ng sarili niyang bangko. Sa mga linyang binitiwan niya medyo na din ako medyo naanak ko ba. Pero syempre naman may pagmamalaki naman talaga siya dahil may kaya nga siya sa buhay, yung pamilya niya, 'di ba? Siguro na bilang nasanay kasi tayo sa mga kandidata na hindi masyadong hindi nila hindi show off, hindi nila pinapakita kung anong karangyaan na meron sila, yung kakayahan nila sa buhay, 'di ba? Pero itong pambato ng Indonesia, medyo na ko na So, para sabihin nyo, hindi ako fake news. So, ipapanood ko sa inyo ang clip na to sa interview ni Natalie Gligova na kung saan kayo na ang magsabi kung medyo tumaas din ba yung kilay nyo sa mga linya niya or masasabi nyo, okay lang naman yung interview na yun kasi pinakita at nagpapakilala lang siya na ganun talaga yung nila, ang antas nila sa kanilang pamumuhay ba. So, panoorin natin itong mga karag-karag and let's watch.
And truly full of gratitude to be able to live in a place where every single day they give offerings and gratitude to God, to life, just to be alive. So with that, I'm so grateful. And of course, I'm also grateful with the support of my parents that I could live in 3 continents. I know that not everyone has the chance and opportunity to do that. So I really want to do something bigger for myself and my community because I want to give back my gratitude and my thanks to the world. So that's why I'm here.
That's so nice. And we're going to talk about all of
Yes, but I wanted to focus on my education and pursuing my career in fashion. And also my parents, especially my dad, he's a little bit conservative, so he didn't think it was a good idea, and I just listened to them. And I'm sure if I had the opportunity to model, it will come in a later age. And I'm actually kind of modeling right now with all the photo shoots going on, so it's been exciting. Yes.
So can I ask what changed in your mindset and in your life that made you say, you know what, I've done this, I've done the academics, I've done the studying, now I'm going to go and pursue the crown? What drove you to that? What clicked in your minds that made you want to?
Yes. I actually promised myself to do something different after graduating because I actually studied fashion for around 6 years. So I did 2 years of fashion design in Australia and 4 years of business of fashion in Italy. And I wanted to do something different, just to have like a sort of a gap year to really discover myself and to find out what I truly want to do in life. So I decided to try Putri Indonesia because my friend really encouraged me. I really didn't think that I had the ability to be a beauty pageant queen. And
No, I'm surprised.
no,
She
she
saw
saw
something
something
in you,
special
though.
in me. So
Yeah.
she saw something special, and because when I came back to Ubud, to Bali, it was during the time of the pandemic in 2020. And I saw, the whole town was very quiet. It was just very, very sad, and it's been badly devastated by the pandemic. And I wanted to do something to make Ubud proud. Let's say to lift up the name of Ubud and Bali. And since Putri Indonesia never had a winner from Bali and never had a Putri Indonesia from Ubud, I couldn't say no to trying my best and giving my
Sure.
all to make
Seems like
everyone proud.
such an opportunity to be the first of your community and to kind of
Absolutely.
elevate and expose what the beauty
Mm-hmm.
of your community is. That's really nice.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's when you said, okay, I'm gonna go for it.
Yes. I'm gonna go for it. I have nothing to lose, so let's give it my all, my very best, because I want to promote Bali and Indonesia, hopefully, and I am doing that now as your Miss Universe Indonesia. So I'm just very glad I decided and gave my all and had the courage to step up and go out of my comfort zone, really.
And the friend that encouraged you, this friend must be so proud of you and so incredibly
Yes.
excited that you ended up with the crown for Indonesia, now going to
Yes.
represent internationally. It's so nice to have support in your life, isn't it?
Yes,
So
she's my best friend since I was little. So she's very, very into pageants. And until now, she's very supportive of me. But I felt like, it's a bit cheesy maybe to say that I kind of felt this attraction towards joining Putri Indonesia. I felt like it was a calling. So I naturally had this underlying feeling that I was going to win.
really? Okay, so let's
Yeah.
talk about that because I love to hear people's mindset as they go through these incredible challenges for themselves and these goals, right, that we move towards. I always love to understand what was the reason, like what was the mindset, what was the energy going into it. But before we go into that, I just want to know, did you ever watch pageants when you were growing up? Did you ever, would you consider yourself that you were a fan of Miss Universe or any pageants?
Yes, I only knew about Miss Universe. And I remember as a kid, I was really, really young back then. I would go into my mom's office. For some reason, I don't remember at all where I found this information, but I remember going to MissUniverse.com and seeing all the finalists. I really, really loved doing that. I think it was because I saw Putri Indonesia, the winner. They were always published on the newspaper in Indonesia. And one of the women that works at my home, like my nanny, she always said to me that one day that's gonna be you. So that's kind of how I got into it. Yeah.
Incredible. So there was also not only just the support system, but there was also some premonitions, some visions that people kind of had in their third eye or something, and that you might be the one. And look at that, it came true. So now let's go to your mindset. What do you think was your mindset going into it? Did you just go in saying like, I got this, I know I'm gonna do it, I know I'm gonna get it? Or did you kind of go with a more open mindset about, I'm just gonna see what happens?
Yeah, I definitely had an open mindset because of my lack of experience. I would say that sometimes my confidence would, shift. I would sometimes feel very, very confident because I truly feel like I know who I am. I've had a lot of life experience and I've matured enough. But at the same time, seeing all the other girls with their skills in modeling and catwalk and being in front of public, I had a few moments where I'm like, doubting myself simply because of my lack of experience. But I really believe that confidence is gained through practice and a lot of preparation. And also, I read your book, and I really, really resonated with it. So that's what kind of was happening. Yeah.
What did you do? Tell us, for all of these women who are doubting themselves, and those women who are competing right now, and they're like, I know I can do it, but sometimes I feel like maybe I'm not enough. Anytime you heard that little voice in your mind that said, maybe you don't have enough experience, maybe those girls who are better at catwalk would do better than me. Anytime you heard any of those negative voices in your head, what did you do? How did you handle them?
About the negative voices, I've been told by a life coach, actually, who's a friend of my mother's. She told me to let that voice have a seat, take a back seat. It's always going to be there. You have to acknowledge that it's there because it's a part of you, and that it's there to protect you. So let it sit down at the back of your head and have the voice of who you really are, your essence come out, your aura, and let that overcome you, and boost your confidence. I do a lot of meditation or visualization and saying maybe like a simple affirmation or mantra. For example, just by simply saying, I am me. I am here standing on the stage to be myself, and I am powerful and confident. I am. That's how I deal with that situation.
Wow. Leaves the room because they're like, oh, this is all pain. Your platform, what value are you going to bring with you and already bringing to the stage? Yeah.
I just want to share a little bit about my experience in Putri Indonesia, because I had a little bit of a doubt about not being able to do my best, or maybe not winning, or the fact that I thought in my head, wait a minute, what am I doing here? I had that little doubt because I had a bad day, a bad moment, which happens to everyone. But I remind myself that I'm there for Bali to uplift the island because of the devastation caused by the pandemic. And apart from that, I am there because I have a bigger message to tell the world, tell Indonesia. And I'm really focusing on literacy because it's such an underrated issue, I feel. And I believe
in the world or in Bali?
It started in Bali. So when I came back from Italy, I did a lot of volunteering to teach children. And my friend took me one time to a slum in Bali. And I was really, really shocked to see something like that in my own home island. And the fact that these street children can't read and write really shocked me, because we are in 2022 and these kids couldn't read and write, which means that they are so left behind in society. And the fact that I was so blessed since I was a kid to have so many intellectuals around me. And my mother actually founded one of the biggest literary festivals in Southeast Asia called the Ubud Writers and Readers Festival. And I've been also actively participating in that since I came back from Italy. So I really wanted to bring back to these children and also promote reading and writing to the whole of Indonesia. And I believe that literacy, the problem of literacy, is happening all over the world. It's very globally relevant as a problem. So I really want to bring this to the attention of the larger audience. And also the fact that when I was a student abroad, I didn't really recognize so many Indonesian books, too many Indonesian books in the libraries or in bookstores. So I really want to encourage the Indonesians, especially the young ones, to write about our country, because that's how we will be recognized by the world. That's what's going to put us on the world stage. And I want to spread this message to not just my countries, but other countries around the world.
Incredible.
Mga karag-karag, napanood at napakinggan na ninyo ang mga latest issue ngayon sa social media na pinag-uusapan ng mga beauty pageant lover ng ating mga kapitbahay tungkol sa kanilang pambato. At ano ang masasabi nyo sa interview na to ni Natalie Grigova at ng pambato ng Indonesia? Isa rin ba kayo sa napataas ang kilay sa naging sagot niya? And that's all for today mga karag-karag. Mag-ingay tayo sa comment section at kung bago ka pa lang sa channel ko at kung mahilig ka sa pang pag-good vibes na reaction video sa beauty pageant, don't forget to like and subscribe my channel Kuragan Karag, ang babaeng lagi nagkarag-karag, and see you in my next vlog. 4 days na lang, balik Qatar na si Kuragan. O diba, charot? Excited ako sa aking menopausal distraction look. Bring it on, Mama Sam. Abangan ang showdown namin ni Mama Sam. Magbabalik na si Kuragan. Shung! Transformation. Diha na mo, bye.